Hello and good morning for our barrier trials this Tuesday, the 25th of February. Barrier trials taking place at the Selangor Turf Club, and the runners and riders are up on screen. We'll be conducting these trials on track 2, and the going is good. Malachi, the first of the runners, will be ridden by Zil Hilmi. Eruption to be ridden by Fitri. Infinity Knight, CK Core. Rocket Star to be ridden by T. Amar. Smart Star will be ridden by Lala D'Souza. Xena will be ridden by Andre De Silva. Platinum Fort, Nutman. And Berry Bliss will be ridden by Clyde Leck. Those are your runners and riders for Barrier Trial 1, which should commence in approximately 10 minutes' time. And 6 of the 7 barrier trials will be conducted over 1,000 meters. And the final trial, Trial 7, this morning will be over 400 meters. And the runners for trial 1 are about to begin the loading process here. Malachi moves in. Next runner to load is Eruption. Steps forward. Now for the turn of Infinity Knight. Rocket Star moves in. Smart Star. And we're left with 3 more runners. Xena, the next one to move in, and does so. Platinum Fort moves in, and the last runner will be Berry Bliss, and then we'll be set for a start. Berry Bliss moves up to the starting stalls and now moves in. So barrier trial 1 for the morning, 8 runners. Gates are open, sent on their way from that 1,000 meter mark. The start has taught them to a pretty level beginning. Malachi towards the inside. Broke out on speed with Eruption as well as Infinity Knight. They made it a line of 3 early on with Platinum Fort pushing around runners. Deep route on the track, then settling on the heels of the early 4 is Rocket Star, who's racing 3 to 4 lengths off the leader, just ahead of Xena. Then towards the outside is Berry Bliss and the bat marker for now. Racing about 5 lengths off the gallop is Smart Starts a close and compact field as they're homeward bound. With 450 metres left to travel up in front is Malachi with the narrow lead. Eruptions right there in second. Further back in the field, Infinity Knight. Deep route is Platinum Fort in the red and white silks. Down towards the inside is Rocket Star making his move with Smart Star. And out the pack is Xena with Berry Bliss with 5 lengths to make up as they're into the final 200 metres. Malachi still in front with Eruption. Deep route Platinum Fort starting to unwind a good looking run as they're into the final 50 metres now. Platinum Fort picked up the running alongside Eruption, but Platinum Fort will hold on to win from Eruption. Malachi third. Smart Star ran on into fourth down towards the inside, followed further back in the running by Rocket Star. Then came Infinity Knight, Xena, and Berry Bliss was last across the line. Platinum Fort under Nookman for the Ricky Choi stable. Of course, Platinum Fort's forming part of the Platinum Racing stables. Will win trial 1 for the morning. Made his run down the centre of the track. Malachi and Eruption were pretty much held together for the entire trial. You know, Platinum Fort did get a few smacks down the side and quickened up well up on the outside, but taking nothing away from second and third runners. So the winner, Platinum Fort, followed by Eruption in second. Malachi was in third. Fourth place, Smart Star, who ran on smartly down towards the inside, followed by Rocket Star, who was in fifth. Batting 6 was Infinity Knight. 7th was Xena, and last across the line was Berry Bliss in 8th. So just to repeat those numbers: Platinum Fort, your winner. From Eruption in 2nd, Malachi was in 3rd. 4th place was Smart Star. In 5th was Rocket Star. 6th, Infinity Knight. 7th was Xena. And in 8th place was Berry Bliss. That completes Trial 1 for the morning. Up next is Trial 2, and that should commence in about 10 minutes' time. So up next is Trial 2. Starting off with your runners and riders. Video will be written by S. John, Wise Man, CK On, Show All 61, Uzea. Infinity Spirits will now be written by Amar. Eternal Romance, Y. Ify. Honesty to be written by Clyde Lack. Good Start, Saifuddin. And Cinnamon Blaze will be written by Nutman. Those are the runners and riders for Barrier Trial 2, which is up next and should commence in about 5 minutes' time. runners are moving in for trial 2 this morning. Cinnamon Blaze moving in riderless. Nutman will hop aboard inside the starting stalls. Once again, a field of 8 runners here for this trial. As Vidya's about to move in. Infinity Spirit. Next runner to load, Eternal Romance. Steps forward. So half the field is locked and loaded. Now for the turn of Honesty. Move straight in. And just waiting on 3 more runners to load. Good start. Steps forward. Show all 61. Now moves in. And Wise Man will complete the field. Wise Man moves in. 1,000 meters to cover. 8 runners. Set. Gates are open. Saints on their way from the 1,000 meter mark. Starters caught them to a pretty level beginning, but Vidya and Wise Man drove back early on. Hitting the ground running was Infinity Spirit with Eternal Romance. Those two were the first to show, and deep out on the track, Cinnamon Blaze pushing right on by the field to now be the new leader. So up in front, it's Cinnamon Blaze showing the way just by about a neck. Infinity Spirit settles back in second towards the inside. Show all 61 in the third. They're being followed further back by Eternal Romance, who's 2 lengths off the leading trio. 3 lengths further back in running to Honesty, who sits on the outside of Vigor. Good start is 1 from last, and the back marker is Wise Man. So at the top of the straight with 350 meters left to travel, and Shoal 61 has picked up the lead down towards the inside. Deep route is Cinnamon Blaze with the blinkers, slowly starting to work his way into the trial, and right alongside him is Eternal Romance. Wise Man's running on from the back end of the field as they're into the final 100 meters. Show all 61 with the narrow advantage. Cinnamon Blaze deep route trying to fight back into the lead, but it's going to be down towards the inside. Show all 61 that prevails from Cinnamon Blaze in second. Third place went the way of Eternal Romance. Then came Wise Man, Vigor. Further back in the running, Infinity Spirit. Then came Good Start. And towards the back was Honesty. Show all 61 from the Abdullah stable, ridden by Uzair. Will win barrier trial 2 this morning. The lead chopped and changed for most of the trial. Cinnamon Blaze was right up there, and then Show all 61 turning for home. Had a smooth run in transit down towards the inside and will hold on to win by about 3/4 of a length. So Show all 61 the winner, and she made that by about half a length at the end. Second place went the way of Cinnamon Blaze, who'll be running this weekend, so a nice little trial by Cinnamon Blaze. Third place, Eternal Romance. Fourth went the way of Wise Man, who caught the eye running on from the back end of the field. Then came Vidya, who's back in 5th. 6th place, Infinity Spirit. Then came Honesty, who was back in 7th. And Good Start was last across the line in 8th. So just to confirm those numbers, Show all 61 the winner. Second place, Cinnamon Blaze. In 3rd was Eternal Romance. 4th place, Wise Man. In 5th was Vidya. 6th place, Infinity Spirit. Honesty was back in 7th. And Good Stars completed the field in 8th. That completes trial 2. Up next, trial 3. And that will commence in approximately 10 minutes' time. Up next is Barrier Trial 3. Runners and riders. Michi Kawa will be ridden by Nazir. Fire to be ridden by Lala D'Souza. Leopard Eclipse, Shazman. The Invincible, S. John. Summer Wind will be ridden by Atmazani. Mission 5, Y. Ify. The Warden, Surya. And Platinum Legacy will be ridden by Nutman. Those are the runners and riders for Barrier Trial 3. And they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. Runners about to begin the loading process for Trial 3. Leopard Eclipse, the first runner to move in. The Invincible. Once again, a field of 8 runners here. Summer Wind is about to step forward. Summer Wind, who will be running this weekend. Mission 5. that's half the field that has loaded up. Platinum Legacy being called into line. Moves in. The Warden and Michikawa steps forward. Still have one more runner left to load. As Fire completes the field. Moves in, set for a start, 1,000 meters. Gates crash open, and they're off in trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Mission 5 responded quickest of all, is the early leader down towards the inside. Michikawa also showing some good early pace right alongside Summer Wind, who's up there in the leading vicinity. Down towards the inside is Fire, who settles back 2.5 lanes, running in fourth. Deep route on the track is The Invincible. They're being followed by Leopard Eclipse. Deep route is Platinum Legacy, and the bat marker for now is the Warden, who's racing about 6 or 7 lengths off the leader. 500 meters left to travel. Mission 5 going to try and make every post of 1-1 up in front. Towards the inside, hard held is Michikawa, being followed further back by Fire. Deep route is Summer Wind in the yellow colours, racing 2 lengths off the leader. Leopard Eclipse makes his run down towards the inside. They're being followed by The Invincible, Platinum Legacy, and last of all is the Warden. 200 meters left to travel. It's Mission 5 who's still up in front by the better half of 2 lengths. Now gets a bit more leather up in front and will continue to gallop on strongly. And quite an impressive trial this from up in front Mission 5. Second place will go to Fire. Third place down towards the inside, Leopard Eclipse. Then came Summer Wind, The Invincible, Michikawa, the Warden, and Platinum Legacy was last across the line. So Mission 5 from the Richard Lim stable will go start to finish up in front. Wasn't asked any serious questions, but did get a nudge or two coming past the final 200, and the response was rather instant. Really did stretch his legs out nicely here. Mission 5 with the MRA brand of M5. And wins in a rather comfortable fashion by just over 2 lengths in the closing stages. Ridden by Ivy. Second place went the way of Fire. Followed further back by Leopard Eclipse, who was back in third. As the replay runs on, Summer Wind was back in fourth. Followed by The Invincible in fifth. Sixth place went the way of Michikawa. And 7th and 8th. Then Platinum Legacy on the inside will finish in 7th, just ahead of the Warden, who is back in 8th. And that completes Barrier Trial 3. Just to confirm those numbers, the winner Mission 5, followed by Fire in 2nd. 3rd place Leopard Eclipse. In 4th was Summer Wind. 5th place The Invincible. In 6th was Michikawa. 7th went the way of Platinum Legacy, and last across the line was the Warden in 8th. Up next is Trial 4, and that should commence in 10 minutes' time. Runners and riders for Trial 4 this morning, starting off with Golden Sentience, now with the ride of KC Tum. Psalm will be ridden by Shazman. Time to Harvest will be ridden by Zolhilmi. Fort Mustang, CK Call. Genrich to be ridden by Saifuddin. Legend 63, Nukman. Vitayan will be ridden by Lala de Souza, and Yankee Star will be ridden by Ace Ria. And those are the runners and riders for Trial 4, and they'll be making their way down to the 1,000 meter mark. And the light is flashing for Trial 4. Golden Sentience, first runner to move in. Time to harvest. Field of 8 runners here once again. Ford Mustang being called into line. Ford Mustang, another runner who'll be running this Saturday. As Genrich moves in. Next runner to load, Legend 63. And we're left with 3 more runners. Handler's currently working on Vetayan. Vetayan steps forward. And the remaining 2 Yankee Star. Yankee Star moves in. And we're left with Psalm, who will complete the field. Psalm steps forward. 8 runners, 1,000 meters. Handler moves away. Flags up. Gates are open. And they're sent on their way from the 1,000 meter mark. A bit of an untidy beginning. Time to Harvest as well as Ford Mustang both blew their starts. And we'll have to race on the back end of the field. Genrich broke out well enough. He's right there with the early speed as well as Vetayan, who's up there on the outside of runners. Just being urged along to try and stay in touch with the leader, but it's a hot gallop set up in front. Golden Sentience is back in third, racing 5 lengths off the leader. 2 lengths away to Yankee Star, now being passed up on the outside by Legend 63. Then comes Psalm, and the detached pair at this stage is Ford Mustang, and a long way back to Time to Harvest. As they're into the final 400 meters now, and at the top of the straight, it's Genrich, who's got a clear lead from the rest of the field. He's drawn about 5 lengths clear. Out the pack, chasing in second is Vetayan. Down towards the inside is Golden Sentient. So alongside Psalm, deep cross on the track, Legend 63 starting to run on, but still got about 3 to 4 lengths to make up as we're into the closing stages now with 100 meters left to go. And Genrich has run them ragged here in trial 4, has won by about 3.5 lengths. Second place will go the way of Legend 63. Third place, Golden Sentience. In fourth, you had Vetayan, followed by Yankee Star, Ford Mustang, Time to Harvest, and then came Psalm. So Genrich will take out trial 4. We'll go start to finish up in front and pretty much destroyed this field in this trial. It was a rather comfortable win. Showed plenty of early gate speed. Even Vetayan, who was also broke out well, was pretty much pushed along for most of the journey to try and stay in touch, but Genrich has absolutely run them ragged here. Wins by 3 to 4 lengths of the closing stages as he hits the line. Second place went the way of Legend 63, who was making some progress in the closing stages. Third went the way of Golden Sentience. Back in fourth was Vetayan, followed by Yankee Star in fifth. Sixth place went the way of Ford Mustang. And the bat pair in Time to Harvest in seventh, followed by Psalm, who was last across the line in eighth. So just to repeat those numbers, the winner Genrich, followed by Legend 63 in second. Third place Golden Sentience. In fourth was Vetayan. Fifth place Yankee Star. Sixth was Ford Mustang. Seventh Time to Harvest. And last across the line in eighth was Psalm. That is trial 4 for the morning. Up next, trial 5. And the runners and riders will appear on screen shortly. So up next is Barrier Trial 5 in a much smaller field with just the 5 runners to contest this trial, starting off with Singer Bay, who'll be ridden by Lutwin, Campionessa, Lala de Souza. Looks like Forget Romance has been taken out of this trial. Shea will be ridden by Azizi, Raise Your Glass, Andre de Silva, and Salamence will be ridden by S. John. 5 runners, 1,000 meters, and they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. Runners moving in for Barrier Trial 5 this morning. And Singer Bay, the first one to move in. Campionessa steps forward. Now for the turn of Share. Moves in. And 2 runners left to load. Raise Your Glass and Salamence. And then we'll be set for a start. Raise Your Glass. Raise Your Glass moves in. And the last runner to load will be Salamence, and then we'll be set for a start. 5 runners here. Salamence moves in. Just about set and ready. And they're off from that 1,000 meter mark. The starters caught them to a pretty level beginning. Raise Your Glass from that outside gate pushes forward to be one of the early front runners. Towards the inside, Campionessa also shows pace. Alongside Singer Bay, they made it a line of 3 heading past the 800 meter mark. 3 lengths away further back in the running to Salamence, and the back marker for now is Shea, who's racing 3 to 4 lengths off the leaders. They start to catch up with the rest of the field as they make their way past the 500 meter mark, and the order keeps chopping and changing up in front, but Singer Bay is now the narrow leader up on the outside of Campionessa, who's racing in second. Down towards the inside, we've got Shea, who's made up a stack of ground and will now probably pick up the lead as they're into the final 300 meters now. It's Shea right alongside Campionessa. Deep out on the track, you've got Singer Bay, who's racing alongside Raise Your Glass, and Salamence is just in behind those. Into the final 150 meters now, they spread right across the track, and deep out on the track, picking up the lead could just be Singer Bay. Down towards the inside, finishing off well is Shea, who'll pick them all off, and Shea will come home to win. Second place going the way of Singer Bay. Then just in behind that, you had Salamence, followed by the likes of Campionessa, and the bat marker was Raise Your Glass. So Shea will win for the next Sullivan stable, ridden by Azizi. Very funny trial. The order kept chopping and changing. The bat markers were quickly caught up to the rest of the field. And you had Raise Your Glass, who was leading. Then came Singer Bay. It was changing all the while. But down towards the inside, Shea quickened up from the back end of the field to win just by about half a length in the closing stages. Second place up on the outside, you had Singer Bay. It was actually closer than the estimated margin, more of a neck in the closing stages. Third place went the way of Campionessa in between the runners, followed by Salamence, who was back in fourth, and Raise Your Glass was last of all in fifth, and only about 2 lengths off the winner, so a very close and compact trial. Of these 5 runners crossing the line together, the winner Shea, followed by Singer Bay in second. Third place Campionessa. In fourth was Salamence. And last across the line was Raise Your Glass in fifth. That completes barrier trial 5. And up next is trial 6. Once again a field of 5 runners. The penultimate trial for the morning, barrier trial 6, and the last of the trials over 1,000 meters before we move off to the final trial, which will be over 400 meters. The runners and riders for trial 6, Big Asia will be ridden by Nutman, Selangor Brown to be ridden by Nazir, Ghost Raja to be ridden by Farhan, Pacific Soldier, Clyde Leck, and then Wait You Know will be ridden by S. John. Those are the runners and riders for trial 6, which will commence shortly. And the lights is flashing for barrier trial 6 this morning, the second last trial. As Big Asia moves in. Now for the turn of Cylinder Brown. He's just backing up all the while. Now bundled up by the handlers. And moves in. Next runner to load, Ghost Raja. Ghost Raja steps forward. And we're left with 2 more runners, Pacific Soldier, as well as Wait You Know. Pacific Soldier moves in, and Wait You Know will be the last one. Then we'll be set for a start. Wait You Know moves up, moves in. 5 runners, 1,000 meters. Handler moves away. Set. And they're off and trialing from the 1,000 meter mark. Ghost Raja just goes back a length or 2 early on, as well as Wait You Know is content to bide his time at the back end of the field. The first 2 to respond, Big Asia the inside, Cylinder Brown match each other stride for stride in the early stages. A breakaway of about 3 lengths running to Pacific Soldier, who sits up on the outside of Ghost Raja, who's on the improve on the inside. And the bat marker is Wait You Know, with a field of consisting about 3 to 4 lengths now as the bat markers start to catch up with the front runners. They make to a line of 3 approaching the top of the straight. Now it's Big Asia, Cylinder Brown and Ghost Raja. These are the leading trio. Just off them is Pacific Soldier, and the bat marker is Wait You Know. Settles on the heels of the front 4 as they enter the final 300 meters now. Big Asia towards the inside, Cylinder Brown, deep route is Ghost Raja, nothing separating the front 3. Then comes Pacific Soldier, who's off the bridle, followed by Wait You Know, who's at the back end of the field. 150 left to travel now, and Pacific Soldier's being put to the test here, and Pacific Soldier will quicken up smartly up on the outside to win going away. Second place, Ghost Raja, followed by Wait You Know, who's back in third. Fourth place might have gone to Big Asia, who was just ahead of Cylinder Brown. Pacific Soldier, ridden by Clyde Lett for the Charles Lett stable. Was really made to work to win this trial. You can see doing a few smacks down the side and being asked to lengthen his stride, and does so accordingly in the closing stages. Will win going away, and Pacific Soldier will win by about 2 lengths in the closing stages. Second place going the way of Ghost Raja, followed by Wait You Know, who was back in third. Fourth and fifth did get quite close between Big Asia and Cylinder Brown. We'll just wait to confirm those numbers as it's heads up, heads down. And as they hit the line, it looks like Big Asia on the inside has done enough to hold on for fourth, and Cylinder Brown finished last of all in fifth. So Pacific Soldier, your winner. Ghost Raja in second. Third place, Wait You Know. In fourth was Big Asia, and Cylinder Brown was back in fifth. That's the end of trial 6. Up next is the final trial for the morning, and this will be contested over 400 meters, and the runners and riders will appear on screen shortly. runners and riders for the final trial this morning. Starting off with terms of reference, will be ridden now by Lala de Souza. Taling Pling will be ridden by Jay Ikram. Joey will be ridden by Salih. Duma will be ridden by Nutman. And Aftermath will be ridden by Farhan. Those are your runners and riders for the final trial. Once again, this will be contested over 400 meters. And this will complete our barrier trials this morning for this Tuesday, the 25th of February. Runners are moving in for the final trial this morning. In terms of reference, the first runner to move in. Followed by Taling Pling. Aftermath. Next runner to load is Duma. And Joey completes the field. Set for a start. Gates are open. Sent on their way from that 400-meter mark towards the inside. In terms of reference, hopped out smartly as one of the early front runners with Taling Pling, who also shows pace up on the outside. Deeper out on the track is Aftermath, and outpaced is Duma, who's at the back end of the field with Joey as they're into the final 100 meters now. And it will be Taling Pling who comes home to win. Second place terms of reference. Third went the way of Aftermath, followed by Duma, and last across the line was Joey. So Taling Pling down the centre of the track under Ikram for the Cherie Kim Hamilton stable will win the final trial this morning. 4 of these runners will be racing this weekend, including Taling Pling, and will win by just about a length in the closing stages. Second place went the way of Terms of Reference. They were followed further back in the running by Aftermath, who was in third. Duma was in fourth, and last across the line was Joey in fifth. So just to repeat those numbers, the winner Taling Pling, second Terms of Reference, third was Aftermath, in fourth was Duma, and fifth place went the way of Joey. That completes our barrier trials for the morning. Thank you very much for joining us if you have. And take note, it is a double header of racing this weekend. Saturday will be here at the Selindor Turf Club, and then Sunday we'll be taking the trip up to Ipoh at the Perat Turf Club for the Derby, I believe it is, which will be this weekend. So that is the updates for this week. And also take note that on Thursday we will be having trials on the sand track over 1,000 meters as well. So once again, thank you very much for joining us. For myself, Devin Pretorius, we'll see you at the races this weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week.